Hello, today is Tuesday, so let's try make a video for Sunday. So we cleaned out the drain. It's only just a drain, not a really water course. It's just really to stop the field from flooding when it comes in off the road. But Daddy cleaned it out. Hasn't been done in a few years, so you can see there is lots and lots to come in. Drawing away with the dump trailer, and as you can see over here, there's dung spreading going on. So we're just we're doing this in one hand. So scrape it along like this until we get a book full. Like that. We were putting it through the dung spreader into the pile because it's really just roots and stuff that's good for the soil. But the problem is that there's too many trees and branches and all that crap, and that'll only block said dung spreader. So we had to stop. So in a unshocking series of events, it rained. So we're taking the time to do a tray test. Sorry, just keep it kind of clean. Right. So, yeah, should be interesting. As you can see, ground conditions are a little less than ideal, but it's moving on in the air. I've used this old bin wheel just to mark where he has to come back up again. So we'll see. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just walking the bean ground. You can sort of see here where the rabbits have done their damage, and then where not the rabbits, the birds, and then there's a good few wet spots in it. Excuse me. We're thinking about trying to plough that field. You can see those better going. Father's going there. We tipped some topsoil and it's not looking like we're going to get time to do anything with it. See because we're battling the rain. The priority was getting it ploughed and sown, and we went afterwards with the fertiliser. Would have liked that the fertiliser had gone before. You do what you can in a bad year like this. So anyway, we're here's another wet spot there. But yeah, I see all this wet spot right here. That was just sown. It lifted and drive straight through it like nothing we could do. You just can't smell it, but that dung is fairly bloody potent. See, he's spreading it. Ooh, spreading it all the way over there. Yeah, so what he's doing is not topsoil, subsoil. That was moved. What he's doing is he's clearing it from one side to the other to make more, to reclaim our field, shall we say. So when I was just down the field there, we got a delivery. Most people don't really care, but look at this. Like, look at that. That's the front tire. We're waiting for the father to finish digging so we can maybe make a go at it. You can see we've 2 plows yoked up. So anyways, here, so look at them tires, like, look at them. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get ploughing now this evening. If we can get 10 acres out of it, it's just another bit done. I have a few jobs to do. On the one pass, one of the lads are going to do it. I have another job to do. One of those things. Sorry, it's just later today. I'm just sitting in the car. So you just saw there that with the ploughs out and the dung spreader out, so the dung spreader was spreading the dung that I showed you in a previous video, and I got to be in my bonnet. Ground was in perfect order, and we went and started ploughing. So we got I don't know, 7.5 or 8 acres ploughed before the rain. So whenever the weather picks up, we'll get that furrow pressed and hopefully sown. Wait and see how that goes. So we're back at the yard. It's been a mixy-matchy week. So there we have the pump, and the compressor, and the drill bar, and the reels are out in the side bit. Hard to get shed space for everything. Just here's a pipe we were pumping out of a lagoon, started week, and we'll be back to that lagoon next week. But anyway, so look, the sun is shining, and we are well, the ground is wet. So once I hear, I'll take a walk out here and see if I can zoom in on the fields down below. So you can see, sorry, here's my reelers. I'll step out of the shed. So you can see there's a lot of water lying. Like the 2 fields I zoomed in on are 27 acres and 23 acres. So you can see just how much water is on it across the whole place. So you know, it's not ideal at all. What are my gloves? Let me see here. Okay, there's the other one. Oh, I more than likely left it down to answer the phone and went off at a different job. Don't know whether that's what that plug's for, but that's what I use it for. Found a little accident, a water pipe. See a water pipe inside the engine for carrying coolant or through. I was riding the tractor and apparently it just went everywhere. So anyway, so look, I just thought I'd give you sort of a breakdown of the week. Some of the things I can remember happened. He's kind of got a few snippets of different bits and pieces, and that'll kind of give you what we expect is going to happen next week, and then we'll see what I got on camera. So, the Fent was off sowing for a lad. A friend of mine was driving it, and the water pipe burst just as he was pulling out the field. Luckily, he got the field finished. So myself and him got the tractor back going. Excuse me. And he folded the front press out to so we could use it to put stuff on, and it wouldn't fall back up. So then Tom ended up taking this ram here off, and it was after unscrewing a certain amount, so it'll fold up a certain amount, but it wouldn't fold up all the way. So Tom got that sorted. Then here in the back, so one of the lads was doing the job. So the discs were blocked with wet soil, and I was told it was because the space in here is too great. So there's little
two washers in behind this to give the space. So they were all taken out, and then he replaced a good few of these because they look like this. It should look like that. It looks like this. So you can see there's a bit of a blocked. No, I don't know. That was on it. When we tested the seat at the start and we put the second bag in, it wasn't blocked, so it must have only come on in the last little bit. So all these will have to go to the dump. It was only the one that was blocked, thankfully. So anyway, and then the there's these we call them skirts, go along here to stop the clay from flowing over. It's over in the workshop. I'll show you one of them. Daddy usually fixes them. I'm brutal at it, but anyway. So that's just, they were worn out, so I need to put a bit onto it. It's a big 2.6. Nothing to say about it really. Started the week on the pump, finished the week on the tanker. When we bought the 2.6, we hadn't really any intention of going into umbilical slurry, but anyway, we're in it now. And I do it another tractor with front PTO, leave that one pumping. But look, I showed you the tyres that arrived. Waiting for them to, there's a guy coming Monday, to fit them. So the 7720 will be on new tyres then. Surprisingly, actually, the last few days, like, she's really struggling, but she's been travelling fairly well on the ground. She's been going with her front weight everywhere it goes. And into the recycling. It's travelling well, but as you can see, the front tyre is down to about 10%, and the back tyres 5. But anyway, here's one of the plows. So it'll need to be greased and looked at and all that, and because whenever the weather picks up, so that'll be a bit of fun for me. Sorry, I was just looking at the space here. It didn't look like as much. I done this. Brand new step. Fertilizer spreader was in a crash back in September, and went through the insurance and all that, came back, brand new step. But I'll take it off and I will try and fix it. Usually Daddy fixes it, but I will try this time. So anyway, and then we're T-minus about a month before the first job kicks off. So it was time for it to come out. When we bought it, there was one of these missing, and the other one's broken since, but I was prepared. Here we go. So here's the two, but there's actually one broken on the other side as well. See, there and there, so I have to get that ordered. That is on order, that is on order, and you can see here Daddy's started to fix it. One second, I'll flip the camera. There's the 5120, and she's on her bigger tires. So for Patrick's Day to 1st of May, we'll be taking the weights off. Don't worry, we're not that stupid. She goes on to these bigger tires, and it does all the ring rolling and the furrow pressing, traveling on top of soil and all that. So it's just good for compaction. But we'll see, you see. So anyway, see here. So this lead should be down to about here anyway. So we're just welding on these bits here to prolong the life of them, because they are recklessly expensive. I can't even give out to Lemkin about it because it's the same in the Amazon. But anyway, so you just see here cut where it's going to be run along the ground. and then I'm just gonna have to put a bit of a steel or something just to fill in that gap. I was gonna try and fill it in with weld, but anyway, we'll put a little bit of a bolt or something in there, weld it up, and then I just have to do the other side. But yeah, that's the story anyway. There's the Volvo. So anyway, that was kind of most of the week. So yeah, so that was kind of most of the week. It was just kind of repairs, slurry. Unfortunately, you don't see me in a tanker much these days. On I think it was Monday and Tuesday, we had the 2 tankers out and the 2 and the umbilical, the 2 tractors out on piping. So we were doing a lot of slurry the last few days. Or 6490 correct. The 6490 actually has been giving untold trouble for the last 2 years. And some of you know I've said that. And I've done a video on replacing the master cylinder thinking that was going to solve the problem. And it unfortunately didn't. So I actually I was speaking to Ian Murphy down in Ned Murphy's. And I just said to him, did you happen to have, or did he know anybody with a tractor the same as 6490 we could just compare notes on? And he said, by chance, they actually have an identical tractor sitting in the workshop down there. So we hopped in the car, myself, Tom, down we went, looked at it, took a bunch of pictures, came back, could notice a few inconsistencies. So rang Ned back, do you mind if we bring this tractor down and park it beside your one and see what the story is? Yeah, no bother. And in fairness, Ned put in 3.5 or 4 hours with us, like getting it sorted. And somebody put a pipe off the front suspension onto the trailer brake valve. And not only did they do that, they put 2 orange cable ties signifying that that pipe goes to that fitting. 2 years, thousands of euros. Tractor's done a lot of slurry since then. Not a bother on it. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But anyway, look, first 7 minutes of this video was snippets as I was going along trying to get the camera out. This was just kind of trying to bring you along with my week. So that's the story. The sun's out. Unfortunately, still a lot of water lying on a lot of ground. But if it holds into tomorrow and Monday, we might get something done. But it's time to be moving on. But anyway, see you next time.